Hey everyone, this is Stacy with SF Johnson Family and Community Services. And this video is to give you, or I should say audio, to give you some information about our Saturday meeting and what the positions that I'm desperately looking to fill and get started with. And the first, well, there are two that I'm going to discuss, and some couple people asked what are the responsibilities, and we do have a volunteer page at sfjfamilyservices.org that has a detailed description of all of the positions and a general description of what I would be asking us to do together. And so the Black National Agitation Committee, okay, I must have been really upset when I thought of that name, probably so. And really, it is and I'm just going to read from the website. It's us dedicated to um, holding the government, accountable for the things that are going on right now. And especially when it comes to people of color and our representation in Washington. And, with all the crazy stuff that's going on, and I keep saying that, but I've already turned 60. I turned 60 in December. And, it's just amazing that we don't see more people, Black people in government, actually doing something. We see the young people that have been there a couple of years, in the halls clowning people on TV, but that's not doing anything. Okay. And the purpose of that committee is really to reach out to those people. And, we'll have a list of people of color, Black people in government, specifically African Americans that have been there forever, like the Maxine Waters and anybody my age or older, okay, has really seen a lot. And it shouldn't be this way. If I can do this as a nobody, no person, nothing, they should be able to have done something by now. And at least with everything going the way that it's going, we should hear their voices. It doesn't always have to be a non-black person in front of the camera, because when it's all said and done, non-black people are not being affected as US aid, right? That's all about giving money to Africa to keep poor African countries or people in parts of Africa from starving and from bringing disease over here. They stopped all of that. It's because it's all Black people that it helps. And we should hear some outrage about that. Where is Kamala? Where is Barack Obama? Why are they not saying something? What is going on for real? Why are they allowing things to happen? And so I'm just would like to ask them those questions, because nobody's asked them those questions in any way that we know. I mean, is your family calling them and asking them those questions? We should be seeing more. And there are there are quite a few organizations, right? When civil rights and they thought Black people were going to just do what January 6th ended up being. That's why the Civil Rights Act was passed. And I'll put a lot of video on a private page for you to watch stuff over the weekend, so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from with some of the programs and stuff that I'm trying to do. And so, accountability, we want to hold them accountable. We want them to do something. You know, we don't want to feel so powerless in everything that's going on right now. Okay. And so basically, as a member of that group, we'll get together and strategically plan what we would like to see, and engage directly with those individuals and present our program. I mean, I'm in construction, and I really would love to teach poor kids what I know. I've been able to be successful in my own family, and my son is an electrician just based on me teaching him what I know. And so that's really the second part of all of this is, engage with them and say, hey, we have things that we think will help, the, poor children and black people, and we want to let them understand that, like the website says, we're not passive observers. Okay, we agitators. We want to agitate you. We want to call you and ask you, what are you doing? And just being in front of the camera and talking, that's not really doing anything. What are you doing? What is the plan? And if you don't have a plan, we have one for you. And here it is. And so my first thing is to reach out to, and I would really like to have 50 people. So we'd have one leader for every state. And then our volunteer coordinator, okay, that's the second position, will help me do these things, because not only do I run my business, for-profit business, it's really, and I've done this type of thing. My daughter will be, well, she just turned 37. I was doing this stuff when she was 5. And just to get support is just been the biggest challenge. Just to get people to understand that, black people need support. We support everything. I mean, every time in America somebody's targeted, we support that. We try to make that stop, but we never get that in return. And one of the biggest group of people I'd like to go for personally and ask them why is the Congressional Black Caucus. Okay, it's a bunch of black people. If you look at their mission, they're supposed to protect the rights of black people in America. Well, how many civil rights have we lost? Affirmative action gone, all kind of stuff gone. They should be the ones right now in the street, right? Congressional Black Caucus. You don't hear nothing. And why is it all black? Why is it all Democrats? We can't get one Republican on the Congressional Black Caucus. So I'd like to talk to those people and get some accountability. That's one group of people in Washington, along with all of the senators and House people, whoever. And 2, the NAACP. And you should really think about changing that name, colored people, and what their mission and charter is. And they don't do what they're supposed to do either. And so the National Black Agitation Committee's job is to reach out to these people. We have a plan amongst ourselves that we're going to reach out to them and ask them, what are they doing to make black people in this country feel like we're being represented, we're being protected. And another initiative is this militia thing. Militias were replaced by the National Guard. Militias are illegal. But a long time ago, and I'll share with you, I had an article that says that both sides, Democrats and Republicans, allow these groups to meet up and to do what they do and to gather and whatever, just to be a point of division between us. But see, now with Donald Trump, that's all changed, right? We used to make sure they couldn't do things. Well, I personally think all of this pardoning these people is him trying to get a personal militia together. But militias are illegal. If you look in the Constitution and they were replaced, or some of the articles, the amendments or whatever, I'll get you that information. And we do need a historian besides me to help me get that stuff. But yeah, so I would like to ask them, why don't we pass laws in Congress? Because militias are illegal. And let's outlaw the gathering and all of that of the militias. Yeah, you can be in the Boy Scouts, but you guys going out with all of this equipment and all of this stuff and doing what you did in January 6th. And it is my personal opinion that Donald Trump is trying to build his own personal militia with these guys. And he's already done it by pardoning them. It's done. So I would like to approach these individuals that's supposed to represent us in Washington and see if they even know. Half of them probably don't even know. And we would like them to write up some bills and all of that stuff to outlaw the activities of militia groups and to disband them and to break them up. So that's another thing that this agitation committee is all about. And as far as volunteer coordinator, I just need people to help me coordinate all the people that are doing everything that we're doing. And so far, this is, I mean, we need to do everything that's on our list, but the first things are first. And I really do believe that reaching out to these people in building up this committee and having a purpose and reaching out and asking questions and demanding accountability. And last but not least, see if we can convince any of them to begin to think of a national Black party, like white nationalism, right? That's all we hear now. And we know, we can see what that is. Well, Malcolm X used to talk about Black nationalism. Well, that's what we need to be moving towards. If this is what Black people are going to have to deal with in America, that from president to president, we don't know if any of the rights that our people fought and died for us are going to maintain and last, then yeah, we need a national Black party. And so I think that's pretty much all we'll talk about. That's enough on Saturday. And I thank you very much for reaching out. I do hope I am able to meet you now. To join the meeting, you go to sfjfamilyservices.org, go to the volunteer page, and all of the Zoom information to sign up is there. And if you could also just email me, respond to, because I'm going to send this out in an email. If you could respond to that email to let me know you will attend. And again, it is 10 a.m. Pacific time on Saturday, February the 8th. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you very soon.